And we're live.
Yep, we're live.
Episode 30. The interview. Today is February 1st, 2024. If you're listening to this, it is the 2nd, so happy Friday. If you're watching the video, you will see that we have special guests Louis and Andrew from AFC Bristol Rhythm Soccer. So this is a special episode.
Yep.
Appreciate these guys hopping on here with us on this evening to talk about their soccer program, give us a little bit more details to our listeners, and just go over more in depth what AFC or Bristol Rhythm AFC is. So we'll get into that here in just a second. But before we kick off tonight's episode, as always, we want to give a shout out to our sponsors. Our first sponsor is Next Level Fitness Club here in Lebanon, Virginia. That is 1806 East Main Street, Lebanon, Virginia 24266. They are a 24/7 gym facility, 24/7 tanning, certified personal trainers. They also have classes Monday through Thursday, 5:30 to 6:30. Only $89 right now on that special. I think that's going to continue throughout February, so they're going to extend it another month. So make sure you take care of that. Contact them on their Facebook at Next Level Fitness Club or Instagram at Next Level Fitness Club. And then also, too, if you're looking to purchase a membership, you can sign up for that on the website at www.nextlevelfitnessclub276.com.
It's nice. We got one more in the house. We got a Isaiah 117 house. Don't know what Isaiah 117 house is. It's a house for kids going through foster care placement. It keeps them from having to spend the night at local jails or police stations and places like that. It gives them physical and emotional support for children waiting foster care placement. They get their own bed, they get home cooked meal, Xbox, PlayStations, TVs. So it's a really good organization, and they do a lot for the area for foster care.
Yeah, great organization. Shout out to Isaiah House 117. They also have some nice golf apparel I still need to get my hands on. So, shout out to those guys. Really appreciate what they're doing. Hess even said they're going to bring a house to Russell County, which is really awesome. So love to see that for this area. Let's get into tonight's episode. Yes. Bristol Rhythm AFC special.
Yep.
Who is Bristol Rhythm AFC, Hess?
They're a soccer club that is part of the National Premier Soccer League. This team is based out of Bristol, Virginia, and their home games will be played at Gene Malcolm Stadium in Bristol, Virginia. For all you guys out there that played football here in Southwest Virginia or soccer, you played Virginia High, you played on this field, so that's their home field. And cool thing about it, it's one city, two states, one team, with the combining of Virginia and Tennessee.
Yeah, I love that. I loved how they added that there on the combination where we are right on the Tennessee line. So love that a lot. 3 things here. Just going to go over what their mission is. Their mission is to unite our region through soccer. I think this is really awesome. I myself played soccer growing up pretty much my whole life. Played in Appalachian League soccer. Played over at Abilene quite a bit in my middle school years. And then, of course, played on my high school team growing up. So love soccer. The vision is to be the resource in the region for soccer entertainment and player development. That's definitely needed in this area for sure. Soccer's been it's definitely been growing, at least in Lebanon. It has, and I know in surrounding areas as well too. It's definitely growing. So I think this will be great to have for our region. I think, it's awesome because I know Bristol White Sox. I don't know which affiliate they're at with now. I don't know if they've changed.
They're the State Liners now.
Oh, State Liners. Yeah, Bristol State Liners used to be White Sox. I think they're still associated with them. But anyway, you had other sports, but you never had soccer. So this is awesome to see. Hess, you want to go over their vision or their soul? Sorry.
The Bristol Rhythm will create a platform to develop and foster the growth of quality soccer players for the NPSL team, having the best next level of opportunity for the players to compete in the sport fills the gap that exists for post-high school players. By bringing coaches, players from around the world to their team, they will bring a culture of diversity that will challenge upcoming players to continue their development and give them a goal to strive towards. Since the region contains multiple high schools and colleges, they aim to create a competitive environment that will be enticing for players, as well as providing them with the opportunity to both enjoy and contribute to the Bristol culture, which I absolutely love that. I love just bringing everybody in from the area, but also giving them, people from around the world. I think that's going to be awesome.
Yeah, that's awesome for sure. Again, we never had this in the area. We always talked about, even when I was growing up, I remember there was organizations. We live in Lebanon, For our listeners and everything, Avenon's about 20 minutes, 20 miles away. So we always had to drive over there because we didn't have a league here in Lebanon.
And they just now put it, over the last couple of years, Braxton, my son, he just started in the Appalachian League. He played soccer for the first time this year. So, and it was over in Lebanon. We didn't have to travel to Avenon or Bristol to play. So that was really cool.
Yeah, it's definitely grown. I like seeing it. But I think this will definitely be great for the for the area. And this organization definitely seems like they know what they're doing. So, but with that, with us today, we have, again, Bristol Rhythm AFC head coach Louis Sharp and sports director Andrew Ronda. We would like to thank President Matt Smith for helping us make this interview possible so these two can explain to our listeners more about this soccer club and explain the mission they have for this club.
Yeah.
So welcome to the show. First off, I wanted to say thanks again for joining us just for a few minutes this Thursday evening to discuss Bristol Rhythm AFC. With that being said, can you all give our listeners a little background on who you are and how Bristol Rhythm AFC came about? Whoever wants to go first.
Yeah, it don't matter.
So yeah, obviously as the Bristol Rhythm, the idea really came about from me and Rhoda here. I mean, we obviously lived together in the same house, and we were sitting one night watching Champions League highlights, and we were playing FIFA, and it would be a great idea if we could own and make our own soccer team in this area. And I've looked at him and I've gone, yeah, sure, mate, it'd be a good idea. Let's see what we can do. So that was 2 years ago now.
2 years.
Roughly,
yeah.
Oh wow.
Yeah, 2 years ago we had that idea, and it was us two on the initial calls with the NPSL. It was all going great. We were on video calls like we are now with owners of the NPSL. They would talk through. It was great, a great conversation. Everything was looking really promising, and then right at the end they told us how much it was going to cost, and then we both looked at each other and went, yeah, we haven't got that kind of money to spend. Both of us at the time were international students, so any international students watching, it's hard work trying to find some money and getting work and everything around here. So luckily for us, Rhoda's very good at talking and convincing people to believe in us, and that's what he managed to do with our owners, Matt and Diane Smith. We had you were coaching their son, weren't you? Yeah. So he was coaching their son, and then came about, and luckily for us, they like us, and they believed in what we were looking to do for not only soccer, high level soccer, but soccer in this area and community and grassroots soccer as well. And fast forward to now, just over 2 years later, we're looking to put a team together, and we've got our first weekend in May. So, as I said, it's been a long journey on paper, but it's definitely snuck up on us very, very, very quickly. We've done a lot of work in the last 2 years to get to this point, and it almost feels like we're just starting now. Because, as I said, we're trying to put a team together. We've got tryouts this Saturday. I'm getting emails every day from people from all over the world wanting to come play for us.
Oh wow,
that's awesome.
That is awesome.
We're definitely going to be once the team's finalised, definitely going to be a very multinational, worldwide kind of team. So
that's awesome.
That is going to be cool.
Bring different cultures and backgrounds to this area of the United States, especially Southwest Virginia and Northeast Tennessee. I mean, I've been here for 3 years now, and there's not too many other
right.
No.
Certainly not too many other South Africans around here.
Yeah.
So as I said, we're hoping to bring soccer worldwide, the world's game, to this part of the United States and show what it's about and how fun and enjoying soccer can be to maybe some people who have not experienced it too much. As I know you said you played earlier in your life, but as a lot of people around here know very little to nothing about soccer. So
it's true. It's very true.
Yeah, just to add on what Coach Louis said, I think for me, it clicked for me one moment when I walked on a soccer field on a Saturday morning, which is the Bristol Soccer Association, which is recreational soccer in the area.
Mm-hmm.
And at the time, I had no idea that is what the potential could be. And I walked on the soccer field and I saw maybe 3 or 4, potentially 5 soccer games happening at the same time, parking lots was full, and I was like, wow. This area really has an appetite for soccer. And I was like, hey, there's something special that could happen here. And I think the Bristol Rhythm, our aim is massively surrounded around the community aspect. again, if it wasn't for the community, I don't think we would be where we are right now. I think for me, going through King community, the Bristol community, and Southwest Virginia, as well as the Tennessee aspect, it's been massive. The support structures, people buying into who I am as an individual, buying into my story and things like that. So I think the community aspect for me kind of pushed me over the edge. Like I said, that Saturday morning when I went out to the Bristol, which is called BSA, which is the Bristol Recreational Soccer League, I was like, wow, this is amazing. This is what I want to see. Coming from South Africa, being an international, you throw a soccer ball out in the parking lot and you see 3, 2, 4, maybe 5 kids just swarming around the ball. Everybody loves it and the culture's there. I was a little bit naive, I will say that, because I didn't think America had that culture.
Right.
But I was proven wrong when I walked on the field that Saturday at the BSA. It was amazing. It was lovely to see.
Yeah, I like that. I mean, I agree with it. Just coming from a youth standpoint, with my son just starting, like there's an appetite for soccer in this area, and I think, like you all said, they just didn't have that outlet to look toward or that team to look toward because it's not that big, it's not that popular around here. So I think you all building this team and having it in this area, I think it's only going to get bigger. I mean, this thing could explode for this area and be so good, especially on the youth level, because now kids are going to be able to go up and see these people, you all, players from other countries that are exceptionally skilled playing this game. They're going to be like, oh, there's more to it than just here in this grass field out here that I'm playing in every weekend. So I think this is incredible. I love this.
Yeah, I mean, 100%. The same, just piggybacking on what Rover said as well. They said there's, especially in this area, there's a lot of appetite in their youth. As you said, there's 200-300 kids every weekend coming to
Mm-hmm.
There's no, yes, there's youth teams in the area. There's no women product. There's no men's league.
Right.
Once you graduate from high school, what do? You go play college. And great, everyone wants to go play college, but what do you do over the 3 months you're at home? You just come back and sit around and do nothing. But hopefully with us coming into the scene in this area, that those kids that go away for college can then come back to this area, Tri-City, Southwest Virginia, and go, oh, and I can still carry on playing.
Right.
Over the summer.
Yeah.
So I think that helps us, and it helps the area and the community as well, that there is an end product, there is a men's league, there's something to strive for, even post-college. I mean, we can have players that are post-college come to play for us as well. So even if they're done playing, sometimes for a lot of sports, that's it. Once you finish college, you don't make it pro, you can't do anything else. Whereas us being semi-pro and recruiting year in, year out, new players for the team, that people finish college, finish high school, come and play for us in the summer, and then go back to college again. I think it's great.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, that was actually one of my questions I had is like, was there an age limit on players? Like if they wanted to come out and play or try out to play rather?
I think for the standard and level that we've set, I mean, we have kids, and I love it. I'm not going to discourage it, but we have kids from the age of 14 all the way through. I think our oldest registrant for tryouts was 42, 43.
Oh, wow. Wow.
We have a big range of players. Unfortunately for the younger kids, 16 and up, obviously through insurance issues and all those types of things, but there's definitely an appetite for the local talent. I think the local clubs have done an extremely good job. Both Tri-Cities United and Johnson City FC have done an extremely good job at developing good talents. However, like Coach Louis says, once they go off to college and they come back, there's not a next level opportunity for them. And I thought this would be great for the kids, to come back. I mean, everybody goes home in the summer, right?
Yeah.
Come home, play, have a good time. You're back in your hometown. Your family can come out and watch the game. Friends can come out and watch the game. So there's more than just what happens on the field. For us, I think community, like I said, community is a big aspect, and we want to kind of tap into the great community that we have in both Bristol, Tennessee, and Bristol, Virginia. Again, Bristol's kind of a town. It's kind of weird because a lot of people have written Bristol off. But just like us as a club, we see the potential in the town, and we see the potential in the great area, and nobody's banked on tapping into that potential. So we said, you know what, why not? Who's better to do it than people who have spent the last 3 or 4 years in the area? See that potential. So It's been fun. I mean, the age range is very extremes. We've had both ends of the spectrum.
Yeah.
Again, for us as a sporting director and a coaching staff, talent speaks for itself. You know, you could be 60 years old if you show your talent, you'll be selected. If you are 16 years old and you show that you can hold your own and kind of grasp the opportunity, we will give you an opportunity. You know, we're not biased when it comes to ages, and like I said, we've had a large variety of age groups throughout for us, and it's been fun. It's been fun.
That's great. That is wonderful. I have a really good question. Well, just personally, it's kind of off the whole player and soccer development. How did y'all come up with the colors, the mascot, all that stuff?
So interesting story. We can't take full credit from it.
Okay.
Like I said previously, Bristol's a very tight knit community.
Mhm.
And if you look at, I don't know if you know the history of Bristol, but we kind of had the Bristol Sessions, which was the first recording, and Bristol's kind of noted as the birthplace of country music.
Right.
If you look at original records, the fonts, the color scheme, everything that we have for us as a club has been kind of attached to that. So on the first record, if you look at the fonts, if you look at the colors, I would say it's purple and gold. And if you look at the fonts, we have very similar fonts in kind of our logo design and things like that. Bristol as itself is a very traditional town,
Mhm.
and it does you no harm to tap into that tradition and build on the tradition. So I think for us as a club, we said, hey, what is a better place to pull motivation than the birthplace of country music, which is Bristol itself? So we like I said, it's been an interesting journey. We've dabbled with different color schemes and different things, but nothing sat quite like the purple and gold. And it's royal colors as well, which
Absolutely.
Oh,
Yes.
we consider ourselves to be royalty over here.
I like it. Yes,
I love
absolutely.
it. Step above the rest. I love it. Yeah. So how did y'all? Or let me ask this: Banjo the raccoon. I'm guessing Banjo because of country birthplace.
Yep.
Yeah. Yeah. I love the name of the mascot, so I just
Mhm.
wanted to ask that. Yeah. So I know we was just talking about it just a minute ago, a little bit about recruiting, ages, stuff like that. So how can if one of our listeners wants to come try out for the team, how can they come try out?
Yeah. So firstly, follow our social media with Bristol Rhythm AFC, Instagram. I think we should have a Twitter or an X, whatever it's called.
Yeah,
X, whatever you want to call
Yeah.
it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure we have a TikTok as well. I don't know how up and running that is, but that was in the talks as well. But yeah, follow our socials. But then you can email us at recruitment@bristolrhythmafc.com. That email address is on our Instagram page as well. So it's a bit late, to be honest with you, to sign up for a tryout on Saturday. I mean, a day's notice, but you can give it a go. Even we might be able to squeeze you in. Otherwise, we're probably looking to have possibly one more tryout later in March before I look to really finalise my squad. If you got game film, something like that, again, email us on the recruitment email with your game film. I'll watch the game film. Rodo or other coaching staff will watch the game film, and then if we like you, great. I'll get back in contact. We'll set up a phone call and we'll have a chat about Bristol, what kind of opportunities we can give to you and what you can give to us, and then we'll go from there. Really, but yeah, it's maybe a little bit too late to sign up for the tryout on Saturday, but you never know. Like I said, if some of your viewers watch it, I don't know, today or tomorrow, whenever it comes out, and they watch it and they go, yeah, we want to sign up. Give it a go. You're still able to jump on. If not, send us an email with your game film, and then just look out, follow our socials. There'll be something on there about possibly another tryout later in March.
Awesome.
That's awesome.
I was going through y'all's Facebook today, and I noticed you all are looking for host families. Like, I guess the host, the players and stuff. How does somebody, I guess, apply for that or reach out to figure out about that information?
So we have all that information down on our website. I think to give you guys just to backtrack a little bit, I've played in the NPSL down
Okay.
in
Okay.
which we were kind of involved in the Florida conference and things like that. It was good fun, and I think one of the best things that I took away, I played 2 years at the same team, and one of the things I took away is you kind of build a bond and relationship with your host family. Obviously, there's a give and take from both sides. there's value in it for both the player as well as the host family. I mean, having access to international students come in and kind of, introduce that cross-cultural experience. I think that's great. If you do have a kid that plays the game, you have access to a private trainer who can in the backyard and kind of kick about, those kind of things. But I think the most valuable aspect is that cross-cultural experience. As an international student, I would say for me, it's been life changing. I can pick up the phone right now and call, the guy's name was Jeff. I can call Jeff and say, hey, how's the family doing? And we can kind of chop it up back and forth, and that's due to the relationship that I built with my host family during the summer. Obviously, they come out and support the games, and it's easier to buy into the club and what the club has to offer if you host. I think there's a lot of benefits. And so, yeah, I think it's just a good time. It's good fun, 3 months in the summer, you get exposed to a different culture and vice versa. I think the value add is definitely lies with the players. Because a lot of these college players come into the US and they go to college and they get stuck in a dorm, so they don't really get to interact with the American culture, which I think adds I couldn't even put a value on it, a lot of value to the individual itself. So yeah, that's kind of where we're at. We're exploring a couple of options, but I think host families is definitely good. Obviously, it helps us as a club to get out into the community, kind of get their buy-in as far as players and player involvement and things like that. And we have a couple of fun things lined up. We'll have a fan base lined up. We'll have a fans man of the match. We'll have an actual man of the match. All those types of things where the fans can kind of buy, and we'll have players signing autographs, everything. So it's a good time. It will help. I cannot put the value on it, but it will definitely help soccer in the area grow.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
The kids will get an experience that is as close to the professional experience as we can bring them, in terms of the families and the host families. So yeah, it's fun. I would highly recommend any family listening, if you do have the capacity to host players, I wouldn't see why not. It's 3 months in the summer, and if you enjoy it, perfect. We bring the player back next year, and you guys have a good relationship. If we don't, the worst thing that you walk away with is, you get to watch some good soccer during the summer.
Right. Yeah, absolutely.
It's a win-win situation for everybody involved, definitely.
Yeah, I like that. I like that a lot. Other question: how many games are you all playing, and how many teams are in your all's conference?
So we haven't actually got our schedule yet. We're still waiting for MPSL to open up. They've got a new system, so they're trying to sort out a little bit, new registration players and schedule. But we're probably going to have, give or take, about 10 conference games.
Mm-hmm.
Travel. We were going to be in like the southeast kind of conference, so it's going to be us. Well, we think it's going to be us, APFC out of Boone, Georgia Revolution, and Apatheos down there, and then Alliance 865 out of Knoxville as well. Okay. We have a feeling we're going to be in that kind of conference, because obviously they're kind of the closest teams to us.
Right.
So, yeah, probably about 10 or so conference games. That will take us to about middle of July. Our plan is to win everything, so I want to go out and win every game.
Yeah,
heck
absolutely.
Yeah, that's right.
Make it a postseason. Obviously, the grand final is first weekend in August, so if we make it all the way to the grand final, that'll be a solid 3 months. So pretty much every week, soccer being played either here or local enough. Hopefully, the fans in this area will look to travel. I mean, Knoxville is not a million miles away, so maybe we'll get a few travel to Knoxville. Same out in Boone. It's about an hour and a half, 2 hours.
Right.
So we get a few away fans, would be great for us to see away fans travel to come support us in our colours and everything. But yeah, probably, hopefully we make it to the final. I mean, that's
that'd be awesome.
First year, yeah.
Go make waves in the MPSL, and people look at us and be like, damn, Bristol are here and they mean business, they're here to stay as well.
That's right.
Love it.
That's my grand plan when it comes to the season.
Yep. Love that attitude. I love that. That's right. Go win it all.
Go win it all or go home. I love it.
All right.
You mentioned there about the. I know you haven't created a schedule yet, but will most games probably be on like weekends and stuff, like if people are traveling?
Yeah, so there'll be
Okay.
Saturdays. I think all our conference games will be on a Saturday. That's what we're going to push for.
Oh,
Okay.
cool.
Saturday is definitely the best day, especially if we're at home. Be a nice little spend time in downtown Bristol. Have a good time there before the game. Hopefully, my plan is to kick off 3-4 o'clock. Come watch our game at 3 or 4 o'clock, and then back down to downtown Bristol again to have a party.
Have some fun at State Line. Yep, then come over and watch some soccer. I love it. I love it.
Yep.
So as I said, as Rhoda touched on as well, post game we'll bring all our players. Our plan is to do a lot of community involvement.
I like that.
Yeah.
We're still working on a few things that we get our so we can consider do players some autographs post game. So there's I've never played NPSL. I'm watching again college soccer is smaller kids love to meet.
Yes.
Especially my own college and stuff as well. We used to work out college game and all the kids come and watch, which is what I'm going to field and meet take people to show definitely something that we love to do, and it says we keep the smaller kids happy, but the parents have got to come as well. So
Yep.
that brings everyone to to keep everyone happy. And kids, but I say we keep the small kids happy the most. We're gonna get
Absolutely. You mentioned about like community stuff there, like on State Street, stuff like that. Hess and I used to always go to the Food City. It's a NASCAR, but they used to had the Food City nights, and we got autographs and stuff too. And I mean that just made us fall in love with the sport more, in our younger years. So I think that's a great opportunity.
Yep, absolutely.
As much involvement became the community is going to benefit everyone. The boys who come play for us and have a great time. They're going to feel like they are actual celebrities, like local celebrities in the town.
Yeah.
Yep.
And you know what it's like with, I say the youth of the day, they're probably only about 3-4 years younger than I am, but they love anything they put on their Instagram, they put on their TikTok, Snapchat, any kind of picture they can have. So if they can get pictures of the community where they have 10, 15 people huddled around them trying to get pictures and autographs, they're going to have the best time. So I said, they're trying to create a great time for the players, for the community, for us as coaches, for everyone involved is definitely top priority for us.
Yes, I like that.
I can't say I would not be fanboying if I did see somebody hit a hat trick or something and they're out eating restaurant,
Yep. Like, I seen him. He just did. You see what he did?
He got 3 goals, man.
Heck, if I see these two guys out when I'm in Bristol, I'm probably going to run up to him like, hey! So, yeah, that's awesome. Is there any way right now, I know it's still early, I got the schedule, is there any way people go ahead and maybe buy season tickets or anything like that?
Yeah, so I think our website is extremely well structured and designed. It's very easy to navigate. You can find your everything from merchandise to tickets to season tickets all the way through signing up for tryouts. It's very easy to navigate our website, and a lot of our information is up there. If people want to find out more about the Bristol Rhythm, it's all on our website. Previous events that we've done with the local soccer and X, Y, and Z tryouts and all that good stuff. So everything is on the website. It's very, very easy to navigate.
Awesome.
I recommend people just hop on our website and play around and find what they like.
Hey, y'all got some really nice merch. I've been looking at some of those shirts and that scarf and everything. That's just nice.
I was looking at it last night. That's what I was telling him when he's doing our notes. I was like, I really like their stuff.
Yeah.
It's good, man. Even the stuff we've got on now, the coaching stuff, it's good. I really enjoy it as well. So I said, definitely merch. Tickets are definitely on there as well. As I said, there's like different levels of tickets you can get depending on obviously how much money you're willing to spend. You get special stuff with obviously the higher packages and the lower packages, but there's definitely a package for kind of budgets and income as well. So I said we're definitely not outpricing too many people that can't watch our game.
Good deal. Cass, we got any other questions or anything you want to throw at them?
I think we covered all of our questions we had. We just went over purchasing tickets there. Again, guys, you can visit their website at www.bristolrhythmafc.com. Again, you can check out their merch. I really like their setup there. It's very easy to navigate. I was navigating the website last night, so shout out to y'all on that website. It's easy to navigate for our listeners. So, guys, if you have any questions or anything like that, again, check out their website. Let me ask Louie and Andrew, did y'all have any questions for us or anything that you wanted to add about Bristol Rhythm AFC?
Yeah, so we talked about community stuff. We don't want me to look at my phone real quick. We actually have a community event in.
Okay.
Where was it? It's actually JJ's place. He sent us a text.
JJ's in Abingdon.
Yes, JJ's in Abingdon. That's the
Okay,
one.
gotcha.
Yeah.
We've got an event in JJ's in Abingdon. I'm not quite sure when it is, but we're definitely going to be there at some point this month.
All right,
Okay, in February. All right.
Yeah,
awesome.
Alright, yeah. It's JJ's one of our sponsors, which is great. I mean, I personally haven't been yet, but I've heard great stuff about his restaurant, so I'm
Yeah.
excited. Very excited to go as well. But yeah, so Sports Park, we're going to JJ's in Abingdon at some point this month. So hopefully we can again follow our socials. We'll chuck it on our socials at some point, and then we'll love to see as many people we can there. As I said, hopefully this platform brings soccer to a lot of people, and they fancy coming out and meeting us and having a chat. So always down to have a chat with anyone.
Yeah. No, I think for me, just in closing, it's a very special and very unique opportunity for both players that are looking to join our franchise as well as fans and host families and everybody involved. You know, coaching staff done a very good job at attracting the best personalities we could. You know, there's more than just kicking a ball around for 90 minutes on the field. For me, as a sporting director, I want to put together a very good staff that has, you know, great personalities. You know, when players go back to their college programs, they can speak about us and how much fun they had with us. And vice versa, the community. You know, when somebody goes back to their job at a car dealership or wherever it may be,
Mhm.
they can share the excitement of being a part of the Bristol Rhythm. It's definitely something that has been built for the community by people who are involved in the community. I have to give a special shout out to King University. I believe a lot of the people involved are either alumni or still involved with King University. King has done a great job. They've done a great job in building something special in the Bristol community. So
Mhm.
for me, in closing, like I said, it's going to be a fantastic time. We plan to have a party. It's going to be a festival, a spectacle, as some people would say. Yeah.
Love it.
Spectacle. Love it.
It's gonna be fun, you know. Before balls even kick, we want people to have a great time. After the balls kick, the final whistle, we want people to have a good time. Great interaction and community. Again, I cannot stress this more, and you read it in our logo. Community is at the forefront of everything that we do. So it's been fun. We're looking forward to what the future holds, and
Yeah.
hopefully we get to speak to you guys again sometime soon once we
Oh,
win the championship.
Absolutely.
Yeah, absolutely.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
You was talking about the environment there, like before the game and everything. I actually went and watched I watched USA play this past summer. That was the first like major soccer game I've ever been to, and just the environment itself was cooler than the game going on. Like just all the
Right.
fans and how passionate. Like I go to baseball games or football games, and sure they cheer and everything, but like not in between plays. Like fans at soccer games is the entire game.
Yeah.
It's the entire, through half everything. I mean, they're going crazy, waving flags. I mean, it's awesome.
Yeah.
So
Careful now, you might alienate some of your audience.
yeah. Well, I'm just letting them know that
Yeah.
soccer fans are a step above.
Oh, they are. They're top notch.
Yeah, it's up there.
Yeah.
We agree with you 100%. It's a good thing. That's all that it is. We just want to response.
Absolutely.
Let loose, forget about the stresses of the week.
Right.
Bring the kids. If you don't have kids, enjoy yourself. We're hoping to have some live family music before the games.
Okay.
And festival and all that good stuff. So it'll be fun. And Banjo will be there.
Banjo. Okay.
Yep. I love banjo. Well, guys, I think that's all we got on our end. If you all have anything else, I just want to personally thank you guys for coming on and doing this. We're definitely going to help you all spread the word, get it out, reach out to the community. Castle, you got anything else you want to throw out there too?
Yeah, again, just want to personally thank y'all, Louie, and Andrew, for joining us tonight. Special episode called The Interview. Again, guys, the listeners, be sure to check them out on Facebook, Instagram at Bristol Rhythm AFC, and check them out on the website at www.bristolrhythmafc.com. Again, guys, thank y'all for joining us on tonight's episode, The Interview.
Yes.
Thank you. It's been a pleasure. Thank you.
Yes, thank you, guys.
Thanks, guys. Bye.
Bye. Heck yeah,
Awesome, man.
Wow. First interview.
First interview.
Love those guys.
They were super nice.
Yes, they are absolutely incredible. Finally, somebody has an accent that is a little bit more powerful than ours, so that was pretty cool. But that was something special, guys. Ben and Castle been working on that. What do you say? About a week and a half, or 2 weeks?
A couple weeks. Yeah.
It started just to give a backtrack to how this kind of came about. Randomly, we shared. I think when Walk-Ons was doing the free meals to people during the cold weather, they followed our Facebook page. Next thing you know, they're liking our stuff, commenting on our stuff, voting on our polls. I wasn't thinking much of it, but I kind of looked into it. I was like, I don't know what Bristol, like I didn't know we had a soccer club. And then they commented on one of the polls that they wanted us to talk more about soccer. And then I commented back through our page. And next thing you know, we're in email conversation with the president, Matt Smith. He helped set all this up. We worked to get their schedule right, our schedule right, and it was just a really special opportunity for us here at Tylers Talkin Sports to do our first personal interview. I know it's kind of out of our – we haven't talked much about soccer, but we are big on the community as they said they are, and we want to help them grow because I want to see this take off. I want to see this be a big deal. I want to see this just be – I want people – like I'm going to be there on the weekends. I'm going to be going to some of those games for sure.
Oh, absolutely.
And now that I know they're going to be at JJ sometime this month of February, I'm probably
might be looking. Let me know if you want to go.
I'm going. I'm going to be. I got to meet these two. I got to see these guys in person. I got to have a picture.
Super nice.
Yes, absolutely.
It would be a nice picture for Tylers Talkin Sports.
It would. So
yeah,
I gotta get me. I gotta get one of those shirts and everything too.
Let's pay attention to that.
Yeah,
we'll try to plan that. Maybe go eat or at least get a bite. JJ's delicious too.
Yeah, so, I like JJ's.
Yeah, that'd be awesome. But yeah, you mentioned going to games and stuff. Absolutely. I wish we had this when I was still in high school because maybe this would, yeah,
dude.
It would probably motivate me even more just because when I was in high school, I knew, could go play King, could go play, Milligan, places like that that had soccer teams locally. You could try out, walk on, that sort of style, or you could get a scholarship, to some of those schools. But that was after that. I mean, no one ever thought about, hey, could I potentially, go semi-pro?
Well, the cool thing about it, like let's say you are coming straight out of high school from that perspective. There's a break before college soccer starts,
right.
So you can jump if you could make this team jump right into that. You're going to continue the regimen of soccer. You're going to be ready to go when you get to college.
That's what they were saying, yeah.
And then too, I mean, this is a chance to get noticed even more. I mean, it's the Abbey League.
I mean, they were just talking about international. I mean, people all over.
Yeah,
are messaging them, emailing it. That is insane.
I mean, soccer is the most popular sport in the world.
Yeah,
you can't argue that. And I mean, there's a chance for somebody that's maybe in England, like that's trying to make it and they can't make it over there. Here's an opportunity. So I mean, this is going to be really, really awesome. I was looking at it. There's this NSPL. Is that what it is? I say it right.
National Premier Soccer League.
It's all over the place. I mean, there's
PSL.
There's teams everywhere. It's not just a local, like I know somebody.
Yeah, it's broken out. It's kind of like for all of our listeners, since Hess and I normally don't talk about soccer. It's like baseball Appy leagues or single A,
yes.
double A, triple A. Like it's the same structure in soccer, except it's like I'm pretty sure it's like Conference 1 or something like that. And it goes Conference 2.
2024 new teams. They've added a ton of new teams. Those things.
Yeah, 2025, they're actually continuing to add. So soccer's definitely growing. And this is all leading up to the World Cup, guys. So 2026, U.S. hosts World Cup.
Yes. I mean, there is.
So they're prepping for that. That's really what's going on, which is awesome.
There's the Virginia Dream, Virginia Beach, Northern Virginia. This is the Mid-Atlantic Conference.
I thought of a question I meant to ask him before we get into that.
What was that?
I meant to ask him what FIFA was their favorite. I was hoping to God they would say FIFA 14. That's the best.
Yeah.
I forgot to ask that.
They're talking about this. Here's the one they said they was going to be in the Southeast Conference. That's 865 Alliance, which is out of Knoxville. Appalachian, which is in Appalachian FC, which is in Boone. They got a cool logo. It's a Sasquatch. Charlottetown,
oh, wow.
Charlottetown Hops. It looks like a brewery logo. Then the Georgia Revolution. That's a really cool logo. And then there's the Georgia Storm. I mean, there's
two teams from Georgia.
Here's a team, the Gulf Coast League. If they make the playoffs, they're playing teams like all over the country. Like this is not just a localized. This is bigger than Abbey League. This is huge. Like this is a huge thing. Like here's Des Moines, Iowa, the Sunflower. There's Sunflower
Oh, wow.
Michigan, Columbus.
I thought it was small. I thought it was like kind of like Appy League. Wow.
Kansas City Soul, Oklahoma City 889 FC, Tulsa Athletic, Minnesota Twin Stars. I mean, West Texas.
Did he say how many games they played? He said they hadn't said a schedule yet, but he mentioned how. I know they play 3 months.
He said 10 conference games.
10 conference games. Okay,
so I don't know if that is because they're broken into the East region, the South region, and the Midwest region, the West region. And then they've added the new teams, which this year is the Wisconsin Conquerors, Southern Indiana Guardians, the Sussex United, Port City SC, Hickory, which I'm guessing is North Carolina, DMV Elite. I really hope it's not local DMVs participating. Columbus United, USC, and then Bristol Rhythm.
Your tags are due.
FC. So this is a huge deal, guys. This is going to bring a lot of different culture, a lot of different just big things. If this takes off, this could be huge. Plus with I know there's people have their opinions on it, but plus with the casino going to Bristol, plus this is big. This is big for this area.
Yeah. Yeah, it's like they said, a lot of people are not banking on Bristol, but I am. I mean, Bristol's continually growing. I mean, heck, if you go over to the Tennessee side, it's constantly something new being built over there all the time. Look at the Pinnacle.
Yeah.
So there's just constant restaurants getting opened up. You mentioned the big one there. If you want to go play some poker and then go watch some soccer, you can do that. I love that they're going to be at Virginia High. Like that's not far at all.
Right. I have some great memories on that football field. So
yeah,
you had soccer games there.
Yeah, most of our soccer games were at Sugar Hollow
against
Virginia High.
Yeah.
So I'm surprised. I was curious if they would use those fields any because those are nice fields.
Well, this explains now, but they don't have the seating. This explains now why they're remodeling. Because I remember last year Virginia had to cancel one of their football games because they had to remodel the stadium seats. So it's adding to the community. It's helping them out. So I mean, this is going to be cool. I'm excited about this, honestly. And I'm more of a World Cup soccer fan. I follow MLS a little bit. I mean, I can't tell you much, but when it comes,
I follow Messi. I mean, obviously,
but when it comes nationally, like Team USA, like I'll get up in the middle of the night and watch them play Germany at 3 a.m.
Oh, absolutely.
But this is going to be something that's going to get me more involved in soccer, and I really hope it's another outlet for kids. It's another outlet for teenagers, college.
Braxton will love it, man.
Yeah, I mean, this is going to be pretty big, and I really hope it sticks, and I hope it takes off. And I'm proud that Tylers Talkin Sports got to kind of be part of this kickoff for them to help them. And
absolutely. This is one for the books, baby.
Yeah, one for the books. I'm really hoping that we can get back with them. Maybe next time, maybe have a player on. I mean, I'm really excited about this. And you're going to start seeing a little bit more of them on our Facebook. I'm going to try to share stuff with the tryouts, stuff like that, to get them noticed. And this is big for them, big for us here. Again, guys, this is just a special episode that we don't got anything else for you unless Castle decides he wants to throw some kind of Vols knowledge out here at us or something.
I could throw some NCAA violations out, but I really want to make this episode dedicated to Bristol Rhythm AFC Soccer.
Yeah.
Just because I think again they took time out of their evening.
They didn't have to come to us. They
did not have to come to us at all. We're small. We're just like I told them, we started out in October. We had a little bit of pre-chat before we started recording. Guys, we've only been doing this for 4 months, so
somebody liked us. Let's put it that way.
Yeah, so it's awesome. I mean, wouldn't have thought, like when we got the message on Facebook, I didn't know if it was spam or if it was actually somebody.
Mm-hmm.
Naturally, because we get spam messages too. Like somebody today wanted this Cash App, but
Super Bowl tickets.
Super Bowl tickets. Yeah, I need those. But yeah, Bristol Rhythm AFC commented on, like Hess said, on our post, and I went and checked them out. I was like, oh, they're legit.
Mm-hmm.
So we started looking into them a little bit more, and then Matt Smith set all this up. So shout out to Matt Smith if you do listen to this episode. Definitely appreciate you coordinating that with us. And everything went really smoothly too. So shout out to Riverside for, making the podcast run very smoothly. So, I enjoyed it, man.
Yeah,
I'm not going to go into NCAA violations.
No, don't do that.
I'm not going to do it.
The last thing I want to say, guys, is do us a favor. This podcast is not about us.
Nope.
This was to help them and just to get people knowing about them. And if you don't care, if you listen to this episode, please follow them on all their social medias. If you got Facebook, Instagram, they do have a TikTok. They followed us on TikTok today. It must be something new they just started. They're really good with their social media. Give them a follow. And if you want to do something to help us, if you see them or you go to a game, tell them Tylers Talkin Sports sent you. I don't know, something like that. But just be sure you follow them, reach out to them, go to this, guys. Help go to these games. It's a Saturday. If you ain't got nothing else to do, go over to Bristol and watch these games.
Something different.
I know there's several people that listen to this that either have played soccer or their kids play soccer or just like sports in general. And just get your kids over there. Go over and spend a Saturday watching a game. Support them. This could be a really big deal for this area, and I'm happy to help them get this kicked off.
I mean, it's not as complex as a lot of people think, like with rules and stuff. If you can understand football, you can understand soccer.
Yeah, there's nothing major about it. Just get the ball in the goal.
There's nothing. Yeah, just don't be offsides and score a goal.
Yep. And when you throw it in, keep both feet down.
Well, you can drag one.
But it's got to stay down on the ground.
It does. Your toe can be dragging.
You can drag it, Just like football. You can drag your toes.
Or you can do a flip like Adam Breeden did, like my freshman year. You're Adam Breeden.
Yes.
On the ball. Like, you ever watched, what's that movie? She's the Man with Amanda Bynes?
Yes.
Part where they flip on the ball. That's what he did in one game. We all went crazy. I never will forget that.
I wish I would have asked him. I know we're going to end this right here. I really wish I asked them if they had watched Ted Lasso and their thoughts on Ted Lasso, because that is an incredible show. But
we're gonna have to get him. We're gonna have to get him back on. Get a couple more questions outside of mainly. We wanted to get a description of what is or who is Bristol Rhythm AFC. Mm-hmm. What's it about? What's their mission? And just how it's going to help the community. And I love telling them too. Like I wish we had this when I was going through high school and stuff like that, because who knows? Maybe it motivated me more to try harder, work harder, and try out for a team. So
absolutely.
14 years old too to 43, 44. That's awesome.
Yeah. I mean, he said pretty much 16-year-olds is the ones that the 14 is a little too young, but 16-year-olds.
But you think about it. I mean, 16. I mean, if you overseas, I mean, heck, that's when I'm pretty sure Cristiano Ronaldo. I think he was like 16 or 17, and Messi and all those guys. Yeah. Or Mbappe. Think of him. I mean, he's like 22, and he's been in the league for like 6 years.
Yeah. That's pretty awesome. But yeah, guys, thank y'all for listening. Be sure to follow them on their all their social medias. Reach out to them. Buy a shirt. Buy something from them. Support them. They're local.
Make sure y'all share this episode too.
Yes.
And tag them.
If you share any episode ever for us, let this be the one you share, and be sure to tag Bristol AFC or Rhythm AFC in this. Again, this episode's all about them. We appreciate them coming on. It was incredible. I enjoyed it. I like doing interviews.
I did too. That
was fun. But yeah, guys, thank you all. I don't have anything else to say, Castle.
I'm going to end it here. Thanks, guys.
All right, see y'all. You'll have a good one. Still stopping.